So we're on our way to the shop. I need to grab some tools. I need extensions and such because the toolkit I have at home isn't that good. So, and it only came with one extension, so I need another. And yeah, get that, and then we're going to try to do the plugs on the 180, see if it's gonna stop missing. First, we need some iced coffee. Doom! It's always hit and miss with McDonald's coffee, even Tim Hortons. It's always just ass. And there's my toolbox. Extendo. That one. Maybe I should grab the long one too. Yeah, why not? They grab some dielectric grease just in case. So, and we're out. So I'm gonna give a little bit of insight of what's kind of going on with the 180, so you guys can understand what and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So back when I first got the car, it developed a misfire. So I found out that it was one of the ignition coils. So I had replaced that ignition coil with a brand new OEM ignition coil. Then I went and ordered a pair of a full set of the LS ignition coils from NP Boost, because, well, they were cheap and they came with the boot kit and everything. I thought that they would be good. Well, most of the time, whenever you get something cheap, it's not really good. I've had to replace one already. I believe another one's gone. So yesterday I went and grabbed the one spare OEM one that I had. But the issue with that one is I had it inside of a box when I was rebuilding the car, and the box kind of ended up filling up with water and the ignition coil was swimming for a little bit. See, now, if it was up to me, I'd love to replace all of the ignition coils, but the issue with that is they're all 70 bucks a piece, and I'm broke. So I'm hoping that that ignition coil is good to replace the one that's failing, but when I put it in, the misfire was still there. It's only when the car gets hot that it kind of develops, and it doesn't matter if I unplug or plug in the ignition coil, but when I plug it in, I hear arcing, basically spark escaping from either the boot, ceramic might be cracked on the plug, or something along those lines. So I don't believe that it's a mechanical issue like low compression or fuel or anything with the car. I think it's something either related to the ignition coil spring, boot, or the plug. Well, of course, I decided to do this on Sunday, so I got some E3 spark plugs. Don't sponsor me, not a big fan of them. Not the plug I usually use, but it was all I can get. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. So I'm going to be replacing the plugs and hopefully setting up the ignition coils to somewhere that they won't arc, or at least see what was arcing. But yeah, no, yesterday I decided to take the car apart at like 8 o'clock at night. Didn't have access to anything, so I just accepted defeat. And there it is. Yeah. And boom, garage doors open. Here's the car. Let's get doing this. Sticky ass locks. There we go. You get all up in here. Pop. Whoop, there it is. What I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna go and pull out the ignition coil brackets and all of that, and then pull out the harness, and then I'm gonna pull out the plugs. But YouTube magic, it is easy as just like that. Coils are out. About to pull the plugs. All right, so with everything out, this is what we got. We have our brand new ignition coil. This one's known good. We have our NB boost, or NP, whatever they are. And then we have the ignition coil that went for a quick swim. Hoping it's good. Might not be good. Fingers crossed. Got our ignition coil boots. These are also NP boost. Don't really have an issue with them. Probably the nicest part of the whole kit. And then we got the springs for them. And for some reason, they, if it would focus, come on now. They're, that one is rusty. This one is a little bit rusty. And this one's a little bit rusty. All of those came with this kit. Not very happy with those. But these ones are okay. Surprisingly, on the cylinder that was misfiring, it wasn't on one of these. So I'm gonna clean those up the best I can, put them in for now, and then I'll probably order a new kit. No ignition coils, but you can just get the boot kit with the springs. I do plan on putting R35 coils in the car eventually. It's just right now, that's not in the budget. I want the car to run this season, so we're just gonna do what we can, and hopefully it works. Before I do any of that, I'm gonna go and replace those plugs and yeah, get those out there and put the new ones in. All right, so old plugs are out, new plugs are in. I'm gonna go ahead and assemble those, put them in the car, and we'll see if anything changes. All right, well, I got all the ignition coils in, everything's connected, got a little bit of dielectric grease up on everything, and yeah, now we're gonna see how this thing runs. Hopefully it's better. All right, well, it's running, that's good. Doesn't sound like it's missing quite yet, but yeah, it only usually starts missing when it gets warm. So I'm gonna have to let it sit here and run for a little bit, and hopefully it doesn't start missing. All right, so far car isn't missing. It's up to temp, so that's good. I'm gonna take it for a little drive and maybe do a few pulls and see if it starts missing, because it also would sputter under throttle or under acceleration. So we'll see if it's any better or if it's the same. All right, gonna do a 2 to 4 pull. Starting at 3,500. Feels good. Yep. Yeah, buddy. We'll run it back, but we'll go a little bit slower this time. We are back. Woo! Alright, let's go take this thing to the car wash. Maybe even get some B-roll. Woo! We is all cleaned up. I'm gonna wipe this bitch down and I'm gonna go take some fucking B-roll.